it's Hunter and welcome back to my channel. Today I don't have any makeup on, I'm wearing a t-shirt, my hair is like 4 days old. We just had 2 snow days in a row and it's Colleen Hoover release day. I'm very excited. It is currently January 18th and the new book Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover just came out today. I did pre-order it but it's not here yet. I ordered it from Amazon and it shipped like this morning. It says it's supposed to be here by the end of the day, but we'll see if that happens. But I wanted to read the book on release day. I'm gonna try to read it all in one sitting. We'll see if that works, but it is free on Kindle Unlimited right now, and I do have a Kindle Unlimited membership, so or subscription. So I would have bought the ebook as well since the book's not here, but since it's free on Kindle Unlimited, I'm just gonna do it that way until it gets here, and then if I finish it before it gets here, then I'll just have a physical copy book. But I'm very excited to be reading it, so I thought I'd do a little reading vlog for you guys today. I feel like I have posted so many reading books this month, and I promise I don't just post reading content, but it just happened to work out that way. So yeah, I promise some other stuff is coming soon, but today is a reading vlog and I'm very excited to get reading. Usually it takes me about 5 hours to get through a Colleen Hoover book in one sitting. It's currently like 10 something in the morning, so I'm ready. Let's go. And then after I'm finished reading, of course, I'll give you guys a nice little review of the book. So let's go ahead and get started with the reading. Before I do though, be sure to subscribe to my channel down below if you have not already, and be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Yeah, okay, now let's go. Here it is. Here's the cover. I literally just scrolled all the way to the front just so that I could get to the cover. So pumped. Okay, so I took a little bit of a break, literally not even like an hour's worth of a break. It's like 12 o'clock right now and I'm 10% of the way through the book, which is not much at all. But I took the break because due to the snowstorm, I say snowstorm, South Carolinians can't drive in the snow. Our roads are trash. Like if you've ever been to South Carolina, you know that the roads are just absolutely awful. When you cross the state line into Georgia or North Carolina, like you can automatically tell a difference in the roads. So with the roads being trash and then also there being ice on the roads, people don't know how to drive. So with that being said, I invited a friend of mine over on Saturday night to spend however long she needed to, because she lives alone. So she was over, it's Tuesday, so she stayed Saturday night, Sunday night, and Monday night, and she just left because her office is open now, so she's gonna go to work. But she just left, so we were chatting, so I took a break so that I could hang out with my friend, and then I also made some coffee, and now we're gonna get back at it. It's really good so far. Only 10% in, but I'm liking it so far. Okay, so I've come upstairs now because it's really freezing downstairs. I don't know why. For some reason the heat doesn't like the downstairs of my house and it's cold. So Alexa, what's the current temperature?
Right now, it's 47 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, so it's 47 degrees outside, which is not that cold. That's actually like quite warm, especially considering there's snow on the ground. But it's freezing downstairs because the heat, just like I said, doesn't like the downstairs. So anyway, I am 32% of the way done with this book. It says I have 3 hours and 15 minutes left. So I think I'm doing really well on time. It is just after 1 o'clock, 1:15. So that's how it's going. So I'm just sitting in my bed reading because like I said, it's warm in here. And if I'm gonna read, I'm gonna be comfortable. So I'm 45% of the way, 2 hours and 37 minutes left, and I just finished chapter 20, and so far I almost cried in chapter 20. Books can sometimes make me emotional. I think it's because I feel very deeply for characters, and I feel like I am feeling their feelings, I'm feeling their emotions, and right now, if you guys don't know what this book is about, it's about this girl. She was in prison, she gets out, and she goes back to the place where the bad thing happened. I don't know what's on the description of the book. Let me look it up. I'm just gonna read it really quick. What am I doing? I can read it on the Kindle. I'm stupid. About this book, Reminders of Him, a novel. After serving 5 years in prison for a tragic mistake, Kenna Rowan returns to the town where it all went wrong, hoping to reunite with her 4-year-old daughter. But the bridges Kenna burned are proving impossible to rebuild. Everyone in her daughter's life is determined to shut Kenna out, no matter how hard she works to prove herself. The only person who hasn't closed the door on her completely is Ledger Ward, a local bar owner and one of the few remaining links to Kenna's daughter. But if anyone were to discover how Ledger is slowly becoming an important part of Kenna's life, both would risk losing the trust of everyone important to them. The two form a connection despite the pressure surrounding them, but as their romance grows, so does the risk. Kenna must find a way to absolve the mistakes of her past in order to build a future of hope and healing. And I feel like there's so much in this book. I feel like books teach us a lot about life. And I feel like this one is teaching you that you never really know how someone got in a position that they're in, and you don't ever really know what's going on with them. And we just make assumptions about people and we judge them, and we don't sit back to think like how they feel. And that a lot of times, yes, we're human. We make mistakes because we're human beings, and that's just a result of the fall of man. But I feel like sometimes we don't take into consideration like people do things that they're doing because they hurt, because they're hurting, because they are human beings, because life isn't perfect, and that a lot of things that people do aren't purely out of malice. They're because we're scared or because we're hurt. And I feel like these books just really give me a better perspective into like, I think this way about someone, but is that really how they are? Or is it because there's something deeper going on? And I feel like we don't ever like look at someone and say, the reason why you're like this is because you're sad, because you're hurting. And I don't know. I feel like we just don't really empathize with people very much. We just see things from our own perspective. And I don't know. This book is making me feel very sad, but also it's really good so far. I'm really enjoying it. 50% of the way through. It is almost 2 o'clock. So I should be finished at like 4:30 maybe, 5, I don't know, but yeah, it's really good. Okay, I'm taking a little moment because I want to go see how much snow has melted. It's so weird that it snowed. There's so many people who have so much snow in their vlogs, and then there's me who it like never snows. I can definitely hear it coming down the gutters. Here's what's left. Still lots on that side over there, but it's mostly clear on the road. Like I feel comfortable wearing shorts outside right now, like I'm barefoot and the ground is warm right here. That's where Mason was parked. Let's look out the back. My winter wonderland. I should have vlogged our snow day. It's a lot colder out here because it's not in the sun. This stuff is probably like gonna take forever to melt because again, it's not in the sun. We wiped all this off, and then we also kind of like moved a lot of stuff over here. It looks like it is melting a good bit down there. The pond was frozen this morning, frozen over. You can see where it's kind of still frozen over there, but I think it's getting there slowly but surely. And here is the ground down here, very like untouched. It looks really nice. Okay, I'm cold now. I'm gonna go back inside. Okay, back in my bed. I'm freezing. So cold. All right, gonna go back to reading now. I finished the book, and epilogues kill me every single time. So I guess you want a review now? 5 stars. I'd give it more if I could. I read you the synopsis of the book earlier, but basically I've never given a Colleen Hoover book less than a 5, but I feel like I don't ever really explain why I give them such good scores. So long story short here is that you see this woman fighting for her child. She is fighting for the love of her life, that is her child, and you see all these people who surround this child and love them with everything in their whole bodies. And to know that they want what's best for this child, regardless of how it hurts them, is the truest love I could ever see, I could ever read about. And something I love about Colleen's books is that they're not just a rom-com. They deal with real stuff, and they deal with things that are hard in life, and they didn't just brush over the fact that this thing happened. They like dig deep into it, and I don't know, it was really good, very beautiful. I can't believe I read that all in a day, but also I can because I'm me. But It was very good. If you haven't read it, it literally came out like yesterday. If you are trying to get into Colleen Hoover books, I highly recommend it. I have not been disappointed by a single one of her books. A lot of people say some of her books are overhyped, but I don't think they are. Anyway, that's all I have for today's reading vlog. Now that I just read this whole book, it was so good. Wow, it was so good. If you have Kindle Unlimited, definitely check it out. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say because it was just really good. I don't know how else to explain it. It was really good. You watched my raw reactions to reading it. So anyway, that's all I have for today's video. So I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.